Good afternoon, students. Let's begin our lesson. Today is the last lesson in the semester. So today's our new topic is visual aids and flashcards. I think you know it very well. Our today's topic is very interesting and very funny. Let's look through today's materials. So at first we'll look this one. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
This is Moodle platform. It is the last topic in the platform. Lesson 34, using visual aids and flashcards. So, before beginning the topic, I have several questions for you as a warm-up activity. So, what do you think? What is visual aids? Please turn off your microphone. Shamsuddin var. Okay, what do you think? What does it mean, visual aids? Have you ever heard about this? Visual aids. Do you know? Visual aids.
It's maybe gesture or anything.
Maybe just materials that used it during the lesson, during the teaching preparation. Now let's look at material, lesson material. Now here is given visual aids in the classroom. So here is given. It is given introduction, the importance of the visuals. Yeah, here is given the what does it mean visual, why we need visual in teaching process. So in teaching process, all the teachers use visual aids during the lessons. It can help more interesting the lesson, and students also more active, will be more active during the lesson. So you can here, as you can see, things that we have an enormous importance and effective and giving us information. So the emphasis has to be made on giving the students a reason for listening, reading, writing, or speaking. Visual elements are in this way a very good reason in order to motivate students to interact with the foreign language, because they can clearly see the language in use by means of meaningful elements which call their attention, and at the same time motivate them to use the language in different ways. So in another word, visual aids, they are the materials, handouts, flashcards, blackboard, project, all of them are called visual aids. We know this course, methodological course, many of you use such kind of handouts here. For example, cards, flashcards, activities, handouts here. During the lesson, you did all of them. They are all of them called visual aids. Visual aids. For example, now I'll show you another pictures of the visual aid. Now, 1 minute. 1 minute. Example. Look at this one. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, yes. They are visual aids. They are called visual aids. So, for example, the first one, objects. What do you think? Why it is called objects? For example, you are a teacher. You are teaching at school. The topic is vegetables or fruits. A visual aids maybe as an object, potato, Tomato,
Yeah.
apples, bananas, they are maybe objects.
Objects.
Objects, yeah. Next
Yeah.
one is photographs. This is also visual aids. Who can tell me example for photographs? Example for this situation using visual aids during the lesson. Photographs.
Maybe you can't bring some objects. You show their photos
Yes, of course.
to
For
children
example,
or students.
yes, for example, famous
For
people.
example,
Yeah, famous
yeah.
people, celebrities. And
Yeah.
in this lesson, teacher shows students famous people, for example, singer, actor, actress, yeah, their photos.
Yes.
It can be visual aids. What about this one? Yourself.
Yourself. Maybe teacher talk about herself, maybe her life, about her life, or about her what achievement, maybe.
Yes, of course. During the lesson, teachers also maybe visual aid during the lesson. And what about this one? Models. This one. Models.
Maybe this kind of models help to school children.
Yes, of course. For example, in school pupils, topic was animals here. Animals,
Yeah.
wild animals and domestic animals. In this lesson, teacher bring with such kind of models. For example, cow maybe here, maybe dog, cat, hen, rooster, such kind of models of the animals. It can be helpful and very interesting for these young children, the teaching English language. Yeah.
Yes.
And next one is charts and graphs. Charts and graphs. This one very essential, very important for, especially for elder people. Yeah, elder people. For example,
yeah, especially in writing skill.
Yes, in writing skill, also in listening, also. Yeah, in listening also.
Yes.
And the teacher use such kind of charts and graphs explaining the topic. And what about this one? Drawings. Drawings. Have you got any opinion? Drawings.
Drawings, maybe. Maybe teacher say something and students should draw by what? Imagine, maybe.
Maybe, or teacher show, for example, teacher explains the topic animals, and teacher describes this animal, and another pupil maybe draws this picture on the paper. It may be also drawings, maybe also visual aids also.
It's also a funny way to teaching.
Yes, of course. And also, what about this one? Videos, PowerPoint, and etc. Videos.
By that way, we can learn by what native speakers. Maybe.
Videos and PowerPoint. For example, now this picture also as a considered visual aid here. This picture, or this one. Also, now I'll explain the topic by the help of this picture and also PPT and also videos. They are all of them are visual aids. What about other students? Please be more active. Guli, Hulkaroy, Delafruz also, Sevara, are you here?
Yes. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Not only Lola, please, all the students be active during the lesson, okay? Have you got another opinion for this, another examples for these visual aids, another students beside Lola, except Lola? Sevara?
We can learn easier lesson with them
Yes.
For example, presentation,
Mm-hmm.
videos.
Yes. What else? In one word, they are very interesting during the lesson. Yeah, very interesting.
Yes.
Sorry. Why use visual aids? Here is given the reasons. So the first one is clarity. What does it mean, clarity? Clarity. The students know more about the topic by the help of the visual aids. Let's, for example, take the topic internet, yeah, mobile phones, and teacher shows the pupils the object mobile phone, and they have an impression on the topic. Yeah, today's our topic is about mobile phones. Yeah, this is a clarity. So what about interest? Interest. If the teacher use visual aids during the lesson will be more interesting. Yeah, the more interesting. What about this one? Retention. Do you know this word? Students, do you know?
Maybe it's related to attention.
Attention, maybe. What about other opinions? Retention. Please be more active as a students. Retention.
Safe.
Safe. So retention is meaning that so during the lesson, if the teacher use visual aids, it can be very helpful, and it can be very essential for the students, and they focus on only that retention, that's a topic. What about the credibility?
Confidence.
Confidence, yes, of course. What about the persuasiveness? It's similar to the word interest, and credibility and retention. Pupils or students pay attention more to the topic if they see the visual aids during the lesson, and in one word, they eager to learn the topic with their heart. This is persuasiveness. Persuasiveness. So next one, tips for using visual aids. Here is given tips for using visual aids. The first one, please, who can read the first one?
Me.
Avoid.
Avoid using the whiteboard.
So while you are explaining something or teaching something, you should avoid using whiteboard. And the next one is practice
using your visual in advance.
So before teaching the topic, every math teacher or another should practice and should remember that that teacher must practice visual aids in advance. Next one, display
your visuals only while you are talking about them.
So it's meaning that while you are teaching, while we are talking about the topic, you must show the visual aids when you're speaking about that topic. For example, the topic is animals. While you are speaking about tigers, you must show the pictures of the tigers at that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one is be sure.
Your visuals are large enough.
It's
big thing.
Yes, it can be seen, all of them very well. Next one, avoid
giving handouts during your speech.
It's meaning that After speaking, after explaining the topic, you must give your handouts, not during the speech, not during the explanation.
Yeah, it's disturbing your
Yes,
speech.
it's disturbed. Next one. Make sure your audience can see your visuals. It can be visible. Huh? It can be visible.
Yeah.
Like these topics. Yeah. Is it visible, all of you?
Yes.
If they cannot see the pictures or diagrams very well, they cannot understand the topic. So tips is your audience can see the visuals very well. Next one, talk to your audience, not your visual. What does it mean?
Talk to your audience.
Not your visual. It's meaning that while you are explaining the topic, you mustn't look at your visuals. You must look at the student's eyes and pupil's eyes. Yeah. You must
eye contact.
Keep eye contact. You must keep eye contact. This is about it. And the next one is explain your visuals. So this is also like this. Now I'm explaining my visuals here. I'm explaining every tip like this. Explain your visuals. And the next one is very funny. No hats. What does it mean? What is it? No hats.
Maybe it's
why it's not about the teachers, it's about all the people. While you are using visual aids, you don't you don't have any hats, because hats hats may be some irritation.
Yes.
Huh? Sorry? Please switch off your microphone. Demek ders vaqtida dedi, shlyapa giymasa kerak dedi. Nachunda shlyapa darsda vaqt berishi mumkin. They can, all the pupils or another students cannot see the visuals because of such long, big hats. Next one, some examples of visual aids. Videos and audio clips also may be visual aids. For example, during the lesson, from our methodological course, some of the students use songs, yeah, English songs. They are also visual aids. Visual aids here. Am I right? Mushtari.
Yes.
Mushtari, are you here? Mushtari, Zevarjan.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? I'll tell you some example. Teacher using the videos during the lesson, and is it belong to the visual aids? Videos.
35, 6, 45.
Now, if the teacher used videos during the lesson, it is also a visual aids. If you use videos during the teaching process, videos length must be 30 or 45 seconds maximum. Next tip is photographs also. Photographs also visual aids. For example, this photo is about what? The old
train station.
Train station in Applegate, 1900, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drawings also, pictures also, graphs also, they are example for visual aids. Visual aids. So, did you understand today's topic? Visual aids?
Yeah.
Have you got any questions?
No.
No questions?
No.
Yes, no.
So if
No.
if the topic is understandable, we will goodbye to say to you because our time. So today's in this year's last topic is over. Thank you for your participation. The lesson is over. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Goodbye.